y'all, we got time for just one more segment. And, of course, this is our Jam of the Week.
Jam.
And, of course, there it is. You can hear the tones ringing out over Birmingham now. This is Luke Bryan with his song. This was supposed to be the biggest song of the summer, 2020. The summer that didn't happen, or in some cases happened too much. Now we are where we are. This is One Margarita from his album. And the name of the album, again, this came out in the spring of 2020. Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. It's like every bit of this is so ill-timed. Like, the video for this song was released on March 12th, 2020, which is the day that the U.S. suspended travel from Europe, and the next day a state of emergency was declared. So impeccable timing. Also, this was included on a list of worst songs of 2020 from Variety magazine.
That means it's bad.
Well,
it's got to be bad because there's a lot of bullshit out there.
The song was described as, quote, an ode to alcohol abuse and, quote, the wrong song at the wrong time in light of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. So, but that's Variety magazine.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, that's the critics.
Yeah.
That's what the critics think.
Might as well be Pitchfork, man.
Fuck the
'em.
critics. We're all about democracy. We want to know what the people think.
What does the comment man think of
Yeah.
this?
Yeah,
What's the name of that album again?
Born here, live here, die here.
It was like that scene in Return of the Jedi when they were aboard Jabba's ship.
Yes, my favorite line in the whole
Luke
fucking
says,
thing.
I was born here. And Han says, you know you're going to die here. Pretty convenient.
Pretty convenient.
You know what's funny, too, is the name of that album is like just pretty much what everybody that listens to Luke Bryan does. Never leave where they're from.
That's right.
I always used to go take road trips with my buddy Chandler up to Chicago, and he's from Indiana. And every time we'd cross from Kentucky into Indiana, he'd go, I was born here, you know? And I go, you're going to die here, you know? Convenient. So before we start, I just wanted to acknowledge there is an incredible amount of like scams and bots in this comment section specifically. And I have to imagine it's because Luke Bryan is on American Idol that somehow his popularity extends out beyond the United States, because there is a lot of like broken English of people like posing as Luke Bryan, being like, I am him. Call this WhatsApp number and I will talk to you or give you free concert tickets.
I am him.
I think it's because even foreigners know that if you're looking for dumbass Americans,
Yes.
Luke Bryan
you're
fucking-
looking for people who would be listening to and commenting on
Dude,
the Luke Bryan
I-
or
I-
any country song.
Yeah, I had a guy call me, and as you know, I always chat with the phone scammers, and the guy was claiming he was from Alabama Power, and he was like, "Oh, you still live in?" He gave my street address, and I was like, "Yeah, do you want to read the city to me?" and he like hesitated. He was like, and then he said my street address again, and I was like, "Yeah, what city is that?" And he was like, Los Angeles. I'm like, yeah, that's California, man. You're supposed to be from Alabama. And then I just coached the guy. I'm like, look, where do you think I live?
Let me show you how to scam.
Right? Yeah, no. And I was like trying to like tell him, and he even like fucked up. Like he was like, well, your area code is from Alabama, from Auburn. And I was like, it's Auburn, man. You got to say Auburn. Like, I was like
Figure the
coaching
fucking
him.
shit out.
Yeah, and he let me. I just coached the guy for a little bit.
That's
but-
insane.
And then he hung up and immediately looked up Porm.
Yeah. This guy's the dumbest.
He immediately called back. Rivers Langley, Auburn, Alabama, right? Yes. This is Alabama Power.
We've never talked before.
But yeah, there were also people claiming to be Kenny Chesney and people claiming to be Johnny Depp for some reason.
Good time to pretend to be.
And there was more than one offering herbal cures for herpes. So
These guys know their audience.
So I'm just laying out the landscape of
Just
this
rub some
comment
turmeric
section.
on your herpes. It'll go away.
They know who they're fucking selling to.
Yeah, but just when I think I found the most unhinged comment section, a song like One Margarita comes along. So let's go ahead and get down into these comments. First up, TG Guts from 5 days ago.
What?
And there are periods between all of these words.
Okay.
This is what America tastes like.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
wrong, honestly.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult
I don't know.
or a mere
America,
observation.
that
TJ
tropical
Guts.
paradise.
I'm just gonna guess it's
You
a
know, he
compliment.
invented margaritas here.
Yeah. America invented the frozen margarita, not the margarita.
Will Leonard from 3 months ago. This has got to be one of the worst country songs in existence. Y'all only like this because you're drunks. And I'm saying that's ridiculous. These people aren't drunks. Listen to this. Brittany from 3 weeks ago. This song sound fun to do. I like song 2. You suck. I win. I'm not dead yet.
Oh, that's
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, she's not a drunk.
That's not alcohol.
That is pills.
Maybe
Yeah,
that
she's got to get her Prozac
Yes.
fucking maybe
That is
tapered up
pills
a
or a
little
head wound.
She's on
Okay.
3 oxys.
Yeah.
She was on her way to the
bit. Maybe
laptop,
taper
tripped
off
and
the
hit her
fucking
head on
opiates.
it.
Yeah. She may have washed him down with a little margarita, but that's mostly the opiates.
Okay, bad example. How about this one? Elizabeth Garcia from 4 months ago. Dance, eat, al, may, margarita.
Yeah. Okay, that one.
I imagine all these people are just sitting in the car outside in their driveway because nobody in their house wants to be their friend.
Just in the garage with the car cranking the
Like
door down.
they've already been like chastised for cranking stupid music like this. So the roommates are like, you gotta listen to that shit by yourself. So they just sit in the car and get fucked up and listen to shit in their hand.
Well, speaking of the car, Chris Zablocki from one day ago. To those that think I owe them an explanation for the things I do in my life, when my car is paid off, I'm leaving. So,
Wrong. This isn't a text chain. This is a
so he is not adhering to
What's
born here, live
happening?
here, die here. He's out. He's
no,
out.
not at all, man. And he's also
Born
got
here,
a lot of
live
shit.
here, getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Also, he needs to like just know that like nobody cares, and it's like well, nobody asked you about that at all.
Next up, Vincenza Carelli from 1 year ago. Luke Bryan, you've never made it by a bad song. You are my biggest fan. Will you marry my sister? And can you marry my sister?
What? Wait a
So
minute. what
first
does
of
that
all,
mean?
will you? And
Questions.
I need to know: are you
Will you?
capable of doing
Are
that?
you willing? But
you
more
willing?
importantly,
Are
can you?
Have you had too many
ready?
margaritas?
Have you
Are you a legal
prepared,
citizen,
have
Luke
you
Bryan?
prepared
My sister
yourself
isn't.
physically and mentally for my sister?
Too many margaritas, man. He might not be capable.
Maron.
This one's
Some
sad.
90-Day Fiancé action going on.
Austin Nowlin from 1 year ago. I think my ex-girlfriend already listened to his new song, and I think this is her favorite song, I think. And she don't want me to talk to her at all, which is sad. All right.
Just like the comment. Very fucking sad.
I mean, my man, this is a stream of consciousness right there.
There's a lot of that on these.
Yeah.
Performance art piece.
He's hurting.
He's thinking out loud.
We're now moving into, of course, our it's time to take a seat. We're moving into our Chris Hansen section.
Yes.
These are either children or FBI agents posing as children to attract sex pests. You'll be the judge. Amberlyn Carpenter from 3 hours ago. I'm 10, but have been listening to him since I was 3, but his songs are bops. And I'm like, that's a fucking cop. That is
Yeah.
a cop.
Bop?
They're also just like,
cop.
hey, you know, we bring some margarita mix
Also,
over.
if you guys like margaritas, you could hit my DMs.
yeah, bring that shit over.
What is bops? Is
My
that kids
parents,
bops?
my
Yeah.
parents have gone to South Padre Island for the weekend, and I'm all alone. And I've got 2 whole pictures of margs and nothing to do with them.
Yeah, you can bring some mix over, and you can also have a seat right fucking there too.
So we can enjoy an American icon, margaritas.
There's nothing
Yeah.
more American than getting
Original
drunk and fucking an underage
American
girl.
beverage of
So holler.
We can get some bops going up in here.
Isaiah Cabasa from 3 months ago. Dang it, I can't drink. I'm underage. Well, hope no one calls the cops because I'm 15.
Uh-oh. I've been naughty.
Getting into trouble.
I'm a naughty boy.
that could be somebody posing.
Who wants to spank me?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to say the children so far have better grammar.
I know.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Fiction.
these actually make sense. Richard Krisner from 1 year ago.
Not a kid.
Well, might
That's
be
a
on
man's name right there.
Luke Bryan is the best. My boyfriend said, who is Luke Bryan? And I was like, what, am I single? Let's go. I am 13. I am a girl.
I am a girl.
Hey,
Christopher,
guys.
like, what was his name?
I'm a 13-year-old girl. I'm using the name Richard. I don't want anyone to know my biggest secret, which is I'm a 13-year-old girl who loves to drink.
Yeah, and I've had my badge and gun taken from me, and now
I've got a boyfriend, so you know I already
Yes.
like sucking dick. Hit me up.
This one's terrifying. Jack Strope from 2 months ago. My dad likes shotguns so much. I understand why, but he likes this song too. I guess that's what got guys playing with shotguns like all day. That's one more ER visit tomorrow. This song reminds me of my dad playing with shotguns again like he usually does. It's a good song. I love it.
Oh, my God.
I handled it. Too much butter all night. I don't want to go to bed, even though I'm a kid.
This is a 40-year-old man that's dealing with some shit from
There's a
childhood.
lot happening.
Okay, that is not a
Childhood
comment on the album. That is a cry for help.
I know.
Yes.
My dad.
That
Somebody
sounds like
needs
a
a hug and a
therapy
therapy session.
That's a 40-year-old man going through some childhood trauma.
His dad's learning
comment
pistol
section.
tricks, but with a shotgun.
Yeah, just blowing his feet
spinning the
off.
fucking shotgun
Like
on
an
his finger.
ROTC rifle team.
Blowing a hole through his
Rivers, quit
fucking-
fucking around and get to the Jimmy Buffett comments. Come on.
There were
They've
quite
got
a-
to be there.
Well,
They've got to, Jimmy Buffett has had to
Oh,
comment
well,
on
he
this.
name checks Buffett in the song, and there were a lot of people that were like, "Thank you for giving Jimmy Buffett his propers."
Yeah.
I was going to be really
The
pissed at this till
Godfather.
I heard that.
Godfather of alcoholic beverage songs.
Janet Meadors from 9 months ago. Alicia says her husband could just have everything. The more she thinks about it, other women touching her things, the sicker she feels. Alicia wishes all men could be more like Luke Bryan. He doesn't seem that scary. So
He doesn't seem that scary.
So Janet is Alicia, right? Like she's just referring to herself in the third
I
person.
guess, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem at all terrifying.
He's not
fucking
scary, which makes me so wet.
Kenny Rogers was a gambler, and gambling is scary.
That's
this
scary
Luke Bryan
as
seems
fuck.
like a nice, peaceful, passive fella.
Yeah.
Stacy Price from 1 year ago. 10 million margaritas later, I'm crazy. I mean crazy.
Take my word for it.
I like 10 million margaritas. I always go through the trouble of counting the zeros. Like there was one that was I was surprised to find was exactly a trillion. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, they nailed it. You know.
Amazing.
Patsy Cline's like real identity. Is she still alive and commenting on YouTube?
Terry Mayon from 1 year ago. Luke Bryan, I love you, but can we live? I love you so much in my heart. Aunt Carl was the best, too. You take me everywhere. Remember that. I love Uncle Sam, and I love you. This orange in my mouth, it's for you. And also, I love you so much with my heart. Lynn, I know you have to go back to work today, but are you going to work, or are you just going to stay home and tell me, sending me a message when I send you a message? I love you so much with my heart. Can you come over today? Because I know you don't have any right. So yeah, this message is for you.
I love you with all my orifices, internal organs, and strangely named relatives.
Listen, I got this orange over here. and a dick sucker. What's up?
Listen, everybody knows how hard it is to start an orange. You just want somebody to come over and start the orange for you, like
That's
your parents
right.
used to. This is another cry for help.
I can't start this orange, okay? I don't like to use my teeth. Wink. So, if you can start this orange for me while I suck you off, that'd be
Hint,
great.
hint.
Amazing.
Aunt Carl.
Oh.
There's
Keep it from getting scurvy.
got a few more here. These are pretty creepy. Deanna Baker from 9 months ago. Hey, Luke Bryan, I love your song, One Margarita, and I love you more than you know. I have a sweatshirt with your face on it, and I put it on when you come on the radio or I listen to your voice.
Every summer I throw that sweatshirt on.
I just love
This is the
someone
Swim Fan reboot we all need.
someone sitting there listening to the radio. This song comes on, and they go, "Oh my God, I got the perfect thing."
Where's my Luke Bryan
Just
sweatshirt?
run into their drawers like, where is it? Where is
the
it?
hell is
It's,
it?
no, that's Luke Combs. No, it's like Travis Tritt. No.
Travis Tritt sweatshirt.
My Johnny Cash neckerchief. No. Dolly Parton bustier. No. Where is my Luke Bryan sweatshirt?
Nevia G from 1 year ago. I just wish I could be famous like him. I can, though. I just have to make up a song and then write it down and then do all of that and then go to the studio and record it and sing it. And then Luke will let me sing on stage.
And this is that was written
In blood on a wall somewhere.
That was written by
Stuckey's
the guy who
store.
wrote Fancy Like. That's the inspiration.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Fancy Like right
The only
there.
sentence left off was, "Then I'll kill him
Yeah, I know.
and wear his skin."
That's what I mean. Luke Bryan, if their security team is listening, Nevia G, be on the lookout
yes,
for
Luke,
Nevia
you need to watch
G.
out, baby.
I've always wanted
Lionel
to.
Richie cannot save you.
That message was written by Walker Hayes.
I've always wanted to play music though, because my favorite part that always sounded fun to me was the all that other stuff part. Like, once I do all that other stuff,
Yeah. Once I make an effort, then I'll
Yeah.
be famous.
These were all individual. Each line was an individual comment. I put them together into one, but these were all bop, 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 right in a row. And a kid 2 months ago. Hi, Luke Bryan. I love you, Luke Bryan. Hello, Luke Bryan. Can we talk on my computer? I love you to the moon and back, Luke Bryan. I love you, Luke Bryan. Hi, Luke Bryan. How are you doing today? Luke Bryan, Thomas Luther Bryan. Hello, Luke Bryan, Thomas Luther Bryan. Thanks a lot.
wow.
Sign your illegitimate child who you refuse to acknowledge.
that is Sirhan.
I know.
Thomas Luther
Right
Bryan.
after they said that you were getting out, that he's got computer access now.
Oh, my God.
That
And
guy
he's
has
just going old school with. He doesn't know how new age psychos do it.
that, or that guy has been fucked over by Luke Bryan and knows a lot of shit about him.
We got a couple that I would almost describe as Mandela effect because, again, this came out in March of 2020. But you have things like Sylvia Hall 10 months ago. I heard this song on the radio in the car for as long as I can remember, and I love it. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like been out since
She
2020.
just came out.
Another one, Ninja Master YT. I heard this all the time on the radio back when I used to live in Texas, a.k.a. the place I was born and lived for 8.5 years.
8.5 years ago, especially. Oh boy,
Specifically.
man.
So I got two more. This one, so this guy, he posts on a lot of things, and I've never actually read one of his posts, but his name is Tom Zart. And at the
What an awful fucking name.
Tom Zart, it is
The
an awful
Zarter.
name.
it sounds like someone misspelled fart in their porn search.
Hate Zarders.
I love Tom Zart Mall Cop. That's a good movie.
But he ends every post by Tom Zart, most published poet on the web. Tom's 1,650 poems are free to share. Google equals most published poet. Google equals George Bush, Tom Zart. Google equals most published poet YouTube. So this guy's like starting a brand of poetry. So I was going to read
Yeah.
you some Tom Zart poetry that was inspired by one Margarita. So here we go. Tom Zart, 5 months ago. When you love a mean woman, it hurts down deep in the middle of the night when you find you can't sleep. I remember those times we kissed in the park, covered by moonbeams and stars in the dark. You told me you loved me and would never run away, though now there's another with whom you play. Somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong. Somebody
Yes.
show me before I've waited too long. Other women I've met, they remind me of you. It makes me afraid of what they might do. But life without love isn't living at all. Everyone needs someone who waits for their call. I thirst for a woman who will love me again. One who needs both a husband and friend. Dear Lord, I pray for my angel of love so I may fly high on the wings of a dove. Thank you for who you are in my heart. By Tom Zart, most published poet on the web.
Did anybody comment back like, okay, here's what you're doing wrong. It's this.
Oh.
This is it.
Stop doing that. Oh, I didn't even read. He had one about the 4th of July, too. That was
Does
just
it end
totally
in an art
unhinged.
word like that one did so it can match his name?
Yeah.
From the desk of the padded cell of the Zart.
Sorry, yeah. Of
much
the
Zart.
asylum Zarts.
The downtown Zarts? Ooh, very sophisticated.
Well, and I read that just to read this final one because this guy, without even trying, just dunked on Tom Zart as far as poetry goes. So Tom Zart goes to all this trouble. I'm the most published poet on Google, blah, blah, blah. A beta from 1 month ago. This song ain't all too good. Angels gave me a ride home last night. Alice, was this your song? I would like to have a margarita. Not only 1, 2, 3. but all the margaritas. Thank you, girls. Angels. They gave me a ride home last night.
This guy's
That's so much better.
and he also
That's so much better.
It is way better.
I
And
don't run-
shorter.
cult.
I see
It's
why
a
he's
cult
the most
leader.
published poet on the web.
Tom Zart went to all this effort to do the Seussian rhyme scheme,
Yeah.
and it's like this drunk guy just saying some shit.
Stream of conscience.
Angels gave me a ride home last night is like gorgeous. I love it. Just talking about girls at the
Driving
bar,
drunk too,
yeah,
like
being carried out of the bar by strangers and driven home
On the wings of
on the
love.
wings of
or
doves.
just like drunk drove home and like made it miraculously made it home in a blackout.
Yeah, we can relate, right? Everyone.
He's coming for you, Tommy Zart.
You got a new fucking poet.
Check your six. As Satchel Paige said, never look behind you. You don't want to know who's gaining. And that is Luke Bryan, One Margarita, our jam of the week.